Good morning YouTube, it's your gorgeous sexy G-Love here, coming at you from a cold and wet and rainy riverbank somewhere in the southwest of the UK. The time is approximately 10 AM on Thursday the 18th of December 2025, and this is day 8 of my shit to fit transformation from regular dad bod to 190 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. So yeah, looking to once again capture attention in all the right places. By December 10th, I'd hit 18% body fat at 204 pounds. I was feeling quite sluggish and the sparkle in my eyes had faded. So I'm going to lose 14 pounds and make it all fat by doing it slowly and sustainably. So please like, comment, subscribe and stick around for the cheesy outro. So last night I got to bed at about 10:30 and I had a solid 9 hours of sleep, which is very, very nice. I woke up this morning and I weighed myself first thing, came in at exactly 203 pounds. That gives me an average for the last 7 days of 203.35. So that's all good. And we're under a little bridge. Isn't that nice? No rain. Here we are. I'll use this opportunity to quickly talk about some Keystone Habits. I have 3. Keystone Habits are things that you do which are very, very simple, not necessarily easy, but simple to implement, which have a cascading effect in your life of positivity and getting your shit together. So the first one is going to be getting to bed as soon as possible after 10 PM. Really, really important. There's something about the sleep that we get between 10 PM and 2 AM, I believe, which has some sort of special property. It's always worked for me. So yeah, say no to the alcohol, say no to the girls on occasion, and get to bed nice and early. My second Keystone habit is to never, ever, ever take my phone into my bedroom at night, but leave it in the hallway, on the windowsill, switched off. That way we can quell the temptation to look at our phones and surf YouTube, whatever, and you can get caught up in thought loops and stop ourselves from sleeping. So that's the second Keystone habit. The third one is to, first thing in the morning, get up, get out of bed, get out the door and get some steps in. Here in the UK in December, we have probably about 5 or 6 hours of good light to record with, and the weather is atrocious, as you can imagine. So yeah, getting out early and getting some steps in makes 15,000 steps a lot easier to get. And so that's the third habit. The fourth habit is to make sure I intermittent fast and I start my eating at about 1 PM. Sometimes it gets left late and it drags on, and that makes it hard to get all my food in, which means that it affects my sleep. So the fourth Keystone habit is to make sure that by 1 PM I'm sat down with my breakfast, my largest meal, get that down me, and then I can think forward for the rest of the day and get the rest of my food in, and try and get all my food in by 7 PM, allowing 3 hours before I go to bed to get everything digested. So yeah, we will leave it there and cue the outro.